Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream, yes. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hi all, and welcome to the video. Yes, indeed, I think we're live. Do we have transcoding? We do. Fantastic. Okay, so first things first, let's go to the live screen. There we go. So first off, let's do... let's reset in case there's any other entries. Okay. Giveaway open. There we are. The giveaway is now open. Enjoy. I've done all my social mediaing. Oh, one more to do. It is done. Did it twit? I don't know. Let's have a look. Is it even, does anyone care? No. There you go. Oh my god. Elon, what are you doing to that platform? You muppet. Oh well, let's get some daily missions. I've already just been to the buff bot there, obviously, as you can see. And given myself many lots of buffs. Yes, indeed. There's no freelancers, is there? I'm just blindly checking. I don't think there is. I think he's off this week, isn't he? Yeah, I don't see him or a drone at the back room. But okay. Ah! We were in there too long. We have triggered the cool jazz. Never mind. Right, pets. You 200? No. I'll do the other one first. I think I need to swap HUDs still, which is, you know, no big deal. Alright, that should put me over... No, it doesn't. Ah, okay. Have I still got to swap armor then? That's annoying. Guess I do. Yep, there we go. Or can I keep that on? And do it that way. Yeah, that works a bit better actually. We'll wait the remaining seconds to recast and then we'll cast. Time to grab some daily. So, if you, uh-oh. Snagged on the emergency exit that I was nowhere near. Yeah, we were struggling to get the final bloody piece. 45 minutes trying to get the one final piece for this, the Yotto's quest in Scheol. My god. Trandar with the loot, please. Good luck. Hello and good evening. Indeed. Hello, good evening to your good self. Yes, indeed. Faber, welcome to the stream. What do we got? Black Market Bio-ware. Oh, that's quite an easy one. Elite. Let's take the Mantis daily. might get an alien ding as well, because we're pretty close there. How do I not have enough NC unit? Ah, because the back armor gives NCU. Ahaha! Right, okay. Can I cast back now? I can. That back on. That back there. Oh, very close then. 2 points over. Oh my god. $190. How far off are we? 187. We're not that far off. Let's do the alien daily. Oh, it's spaced out. Never mind. We will get there. Yeah, we'll go back through the grid. I think that's going to be the simplest. I think I've got a lot of buffs running, is the thing. What's the best DPS class? Neither. Neither of those. Depends on the build. Some soldier builds are pretty stunning, but they're very high crit builds. And MA is inherently better with crits, so depends on the build, really. It's not like AO isn't like other games where this class is here and this class is there. It's how that particular character is built. Oh, we got this one. Damn. Why is he? Oi. He's fighting that one visually, but... Okay, that's just weird. I think we picked the right one though, because he's doing the nuke, so usually that means... Yep, he's got the pulsing lump. That was quick and painless. Albatob 53 subscribe with Prime. Subscribe for 5 months. Thank you very much for the resub. Much appreciated. And welcome on in this fine evening. Let's go hand this in nice and quick. See if that gives us another alien perk. And that would be pretty nice if it did. Yay, alien perk. Where do I want to spend it then? I think in that one. There we go. How many is that now? Oh, not bad, 18. Not bad. Okay, black market Bio-ware. Oh, right. Okay. Mihalik, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It has been a while, and congratulations, sir, on your wedding. Did you have a good honeymoon and everything? All went well, I hope? Oh, I don't need that. Oh, daily reward login. Meh. Don't know how many of them I've got now. Bloody shotguns. Yeah, got that. Could not. Yeah, partially failed. I just got sick of doing it. Just got back to Madrid. We're going on another trip in 10 days. Nice. We were doing that quest. God, I hate that quest. That quest should be outlawed. Yes, it should. You know the knowledge of the Yutto's Scheol, where it sends you to the catacombs. If you're below level 150, it says go kill 5 mini-bosses. Pretty straightforward. If you're not, go and fill these vision containers. Oh, Jesus. And it has the worst drop rate of anything you've ever seen in your life, so yeah, it's a hateful quest, that is. Even took a 220 NT down there just to kaboom, kaboom, kaboom to try and make it quicker, and it was still, like, taking forever. It was just like, ugh. You know what I mean? Alright, 3 random bits of stuff. What level is the MP? 187. That's one part. There's another. Nope, got that one already. Polygon fix. With a loot, please. Good luck. Now we've got that bit as well. Oh, we've got the experimental token board. Taking that. Also, hell, says Polygoner. Got it. Got it. Got it. What's that? Oh, yeah. Is that all the mobs from here now? I think it might be. Yeah. There we go. So I finally built the new system I was always talking about. Oh my god, it is gloriously fast. Should be for the money I paid. Ugh. Come on. Give me the part I need. It's like a repeat from last time. Mihalik with a loot, please. Good luck. No, got it. Need whichever the other one is. Got that in there for now. Nope, still not got the last one that I need. No, we've got that one, I think, have we? No, we haven't. Oh, there's our 3. Yay. Okay, quick way back then. Ray Fox. With a loot, please. What level are you? 187. We're getting there. While we've been going Arc and every other volunteer program across Funcom has been ended. So, yeah, no more big XP from the alien events, etc. So yeah, just leveling like regular, I suppose. Stop. Okay, I've stopped. Oh, hammer time? Romikaro with a loot, please. Oh, there he is, on his killer soldier. Well, hey, here's a good soldier build, by the way. Someone was asking about soldier. So, if you've got, you know, Ganondorf's helmet, Eumenides Omnipole Forest, Commando gloves, Survivalist leather trousers, Dust Brigade operative boots, Empowered robust backpack, Awakened shoulders, Bastion shoulder. You've got all these toys, you know, all this stuff. Sniper's friend, big crit scope, combat tuner, etc. Perfected diamond line kick, envy of the Zan. Yeah, it's how you build the character, really. That is a character. You've got to level it a bit. Okay. It looks pretty well leveled to me. They got some research left to do or something. So I was planning on getting through these dailies, basically. Now I have to make a fresh character and level it a bit. Haven't played in months. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You get a bit... What do I do again? How does this work? Time to cast another shield. Can't remember shit. Well, you have gone off and got married. I think that can be forgiven, surely. You know, I mean... You're not sat around twiddling your thumbs. Yeah, so the new PC is... I think I've done a command for it. There you go. It's very, very nice. plays everything really, really well. Right, to the Mantis Den. Yeah, I got the motherboard chip and RAM. That I got, when was it? Beginning of early December. I got that and then saved up until beginning of June and got the 4080. I had enough on the day to buy a 4090, but I thought, you know what, that's just nuts. Like, you don't need it kind of deal. And I don't, because if you can play the new Cyberpunk path tracing 1440p at 100 odd frames a second, yeah. It's time for you to start playing Mass Effect before Starfield comes out. Could have played Mass Effect on the 680, never mind anything else. And graphics card I had around the time that game came out. No, Mass Effect 2 came out even. When did the first one come out? I know it's been remastered, but when did it come out? It was a good while ago. It was a bit dark on stream for you guys. Let's give it a bit of that. I don't think I could complete Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3 before Starfield comes out, because I can play it on September 1st. Less than 4 weeks away. So even if I played every day for 8 hours, I don't think I'd even come close to finishing that game. Or that series of games. That's a lot of game, is what I'm saying. And you absolutely know I'm going to be playing Starfield when it comes out, so... I mean, unless it's terrible. In which case I'll be making videos about why it's so damn terrible. But I don't think it will be. I think they've learned a few lessons, and now they've got much, you know, greater resources to dig into, so... And then they've got Microsoft looking over their shoulder going, is it ready? Let our guys do a bit of playtesting first, you know. It's always the way. There's always someone slightly ahead of me or something. Oh, jeez. One more. And there isn't one. No. Respawn TV with a loot, please. Good luck. There's no spare Ravanger anywhere else, is there? It's not, as far as I remember, anyway. There's usually one in this room somewhere. Well, this was the first one we killed, so... Oh, flipping great. It's always someone who's really slow you get stuck behind. Have you noticed? Oh well, we'll catch him up after the first one spawns, I suppose. Yeah, well, Starfield, I got the digital deluxe, play it 5 days early. Screw it. I want it. I want it now. So, yeah, I just, you know. Why not? Why not has the fun, you know? Can't remember any of my keybinds, UI commands, anything. Oh God. Waiting around for a respawn. Fun times. Not. Yeah, I got stuck behind someone previously. I think on the last stream as well. Yeah, always someone slightly ahead, and they go slower than you. Have you noticed that? Somehow, even though there's a team of them, they're taking longer to kill mobs than you are. It's like... So you end up, like, stood in the same room. Yeah, I've caught you up now, even with the respawn. I'm, you know... If I'd have gone first, you wouldn't have noticed, because by the time you'd have caught up to where I'd got to, everything would have respawned. Yeah, there's usually one just there. Then a bunch in this room and a bunch in this room. Don't quite get why they would have killed all the ones in this room and the other room, because you don't need that many, unless... I don't know. It's like pulling teeth lately, playing the game. Really is. So much prefer doing the prisoner daily to this one, because at least with the prisoner daily, you turn up, if it's not there, you just wait 15 minutes and there it is. You know, simple. I was stuck for this one for 13 more levels, so... I've done things as well where in the past I've gone, yeah, and you know what, I'm going to go off and do a different mission and come back. And there's another team now. So it's like you go off thinking, yeah, you know, I'll come back in 30 minutes. And knowing by 30 minutes there's another team shown up and you're back to square one. Oh well, not like we had anything better to do tonight, eh? I'm wondering now if they re-killed the one here. It still hasn't respawned. Seems a little odd. But, okay. Queen is up. They're killing breeders at the moment. So how's everybody's week been? You guys all looking forward to your weekends? Mine doesn't start really until lunchtime tomorrow. And even then it doesn't really start because I'm knackered. Because I had to get up at stupid o'clock. See if any of the other nanos will respawn back here. None in here. Okay, the Rav spawned in here. Yeah, 6 o'clock start tomorrow. Yay. Well, there's one here, so whatever. You work from home? I do, yeah. So at least I haven't got to get up, get dressed and drive somewhere. I can just roll out of bed, sit in my underwear if I wanted to. Unless there's any kind of meeting or anything, and then cameras are on, so yeah, you know, tidy yourself up a little. Yeah, no, screw commuting. People say you can't do the same level of work in working from home. Don't know what they're talking about. They have no idea what they're talking about. bunch of office managers with no one to boss around, basically. Suddenly realising that you don't need an office manager, you need a team leader. You know, that archetype, you know, guy has no other authority than making sure the office is run, and yeah, it's our own little kingdom, isn't it, you know. They really don't like working from home. No office, no job for them, so I get it. But the criticisms they raise against it are completely wrong. I've done both, and I can guarantee you 100% I'm more productive working from home than I ever was working anywhere else. My whole time is just focused on working, you know. No distractions around me really, so. And you're constantly in communication with the rest of the team anyway, in a much better way, because you're all on teams together. I'll kill this thing. So when you like, does anyone know why this isn't working, or what's this been changed to, or what's the procedure for this? But straight through to whoever you want. Oh, ask so-and-so, you know, and they can be in an office in a different part of the country, but be an expert in a particular thing. Can't see my attack pet. Where is he? Nowhere to be seen. Says he's fighting him, but I can't see the pet. Should I be worried? Oh, there he is. Maybe he was in the wall or something? I don't know. That was kind of weird, but yeah, I much prefer it. You know, got your own stuff around you, you're in your own comfy space. And you've got your head in the game a lot more, because, you know, if there's someone you don't like, you just don't talk to them. You know, you don't have to see them or whatever. I mean, that hasn't happened. There's no one I work with that I don't think is pretty cool, actually, but you know what I mean? That side of it, as an example. Yeah, you don't have to deal with people if you don't want to. You know, they're just a name on the screen, that's it. And there's none of that office drama. Doesn't exist. Kalumos, welcome to the stream, good to see you. And kill one more. See if any of the others are spawned yet. Yay! With a loot please, good luck. How's the other team doing? Oh, they're on the boss. Well, one of them is. Yeah, well, I'm quite self-disciplined, so... Plus, when I'm talking to, you know, people calling up with whatever the emergency happens to be, I'm on my system, which I'm very comfortable in. You know, if you've got one of the standard headsets, they're awful. So I can understand, like, trying to use that. Plus, and then I plug into my nice new monitor as well. So, no eye strain, because it's a really great monitor. Oh, that's the other thing, yeah, I got a new monitor. A G-Sync. ViewSonic Elite. QLED. IPS monitor. Grey to grey, 1 millisecond. It's bloody amazing thing. Ultra-wide. No, I don't really fancy ultra-wide. It screws up my speaker placement if I had one. 32's fine though. I can imagine, yeah, if you constantly got a ton of spreadsheets open kind of thing. Which I usually do, but I don't struggle with them on this screen at all. The picture quality is so good. So I've just got a spare HDMI cable, and when I'm working, bang, just plug it into the laptop. Flick the input button, boom, there you go. Work on that screen plus the laptop screen down here for other stuff. Works great for me. And I can hear everything someone's saying on the phone and what's in the background. You know what my hearing's like with a decent set of headphones, so... You know, I can hear if they're in a car, they're not in a car, how big the car is, if they're driving in the car. So having the kind of hearing I've got is very useful in my job, because quite often you've got someone at the side of the road who's just been in an RTA, you know. Yeah, it does depend on the phone, but the better your gear is at the other end. No matter how bad the phone is, you're getting as much out of it as possible. I think they killed the Queen anyway. I mean, most people are phoning up on a modern smartphone, so the audio quality is actually surprisingly good. My hearing is quite quite acute. I think me and Mahalik were talking, and I could tell him exactly what the dimensions of his room that he was sat in was just by the room reflections. Freaked him out a bit with that, but yeah, that is something I'm capable of doing. Just from years of working with audio a lot, you develop your hearing. I said it to Mahalik. I think he must have been looking around the room for, is there a camera in here, or what the hell's going on? No, I can just tell by how the echo of a room sounds how big that room is. When you're trying to clean up audio, you do a lot of that. So I'm listening back on very good headphones, completely transparent ones. They're not coloured like trash like Dr. Beats or something like that, which is just... yeah, they sound pretty, but they're just like... Do you remember the old graphic EQ? They're just basically EQ'd like a smiley face, and all the important information is actually in the mid-range, where your ears work most efficiently. So yeah, they're useless for music production. So yeah, I mean, swings and roundabouts. I mean, you know, Plus these are open back, so they don't make your ears sweat, and the design of these, the actual cup doesn't touch your ear. There's nothing touching my ears with these on at all. My ears are just nothing. The side of my head, yeah, but there's nothing touching my ears, so they don't get, you know, sore or uncomfortable or anything. So I can sit and wear those for 8 hours and no problem. HD 599s. I might splurge and get some HD 600s, I don't know. These are really good though, so I might just stick with these. If you want real headphones, you go buy Behringer or Sennheiser or whatever. You don't buy Dr. Beats and Super Dick Triffic Logitech 3D sound stuff. It's all garbage. Gaming headset is just shit. As far as earphone quality goes, you know, it's just like a bit of a joke, really. You know when you see anybody in a helicopter or something like that, like those big green, yeah, they're all Sennheiser headsets, and they do the opposite of these. They're closed back and they isolate your ears from all the noise of the engine, etc. Protect your hearing, but you can hear everybody in there without being deafened. Didn't Sennheiser leave the consumer market? Don't think so. Still making affordable headphones. I mean, if you Google them, there's tons out there. Nope, I would say they didn't. If they're producing headphones for 50 quid, no. Yeah, those are fancy though. HD 600s. They're like the better version of these. So no, I'd say Sennheiser definitely haven't left the consumer market. Medical hearing devices, apparently not. If they had, why have they got so many products for the consumer market? You know, it's just. They'd all be end of line, wouldn't they? If they were going to stop production on them, they'd all suddenly become end of line. I doubt it very much. Part of Sonova? No? Maybe, yeah. Every company seems to get bought out by a bigger one these days. Consolidation, you know. And it's a shame, because you just end up with really just one massive corporation owning everything, and that's no good for anybody. Because then they just dictate price. I mean, Intel did it for years, didn't they? They were like, no, you only need 4 cores for mainstream, and everyone's going, no, we don't. And AMD listened and went, right, here's a 6 core for the cost of a 4 core, or less, that outperforms it. 188, and no, I'm not waiting for the Queen. It takes too long. Bing, back. Yeah, monopoly in capitalism, and that's the way it's heading. There's like 5 companies control virtually all food products. Don't tell me that's healthy, because it ain't. It just isn't. Ah, the Garden of Orca. Here we go again. Might use the NT though, so for this one... How many visions do you need for each? Can't remember now. All I remember is it's a massive pain in the arse, this stage of the quest. Oh. Delete that. Otherwise I'll forget and it won't be there tomorrow. I would massively have preferred to have the other quest line that you can get. But if you talk to them, they won't give it at this level, I don't think. One is the same. Unless one of them will give it you. See what happens. Has he given me a different mission? Kill the crocs. Yeah, screw it, we're doing that one. Is it still viable? Yeah, of course it's viable. All they did was reduce the overall crit damage. Still a good weapon. It's just not as good as it was. It was a little OP, and they knew that because just about everyone started using them. And that's always a sign, like, if every class is using the same weapon, then it's kind of OP. So all they did was just nudge down. It still does the same base damage. They just reduce the crit a little. But they're still really good weapons. Still use them on one of my traders. I've got an Atrox trader that uses them. Yeah. My ranged trader uses it, my MA trader doesn't. The MA trader doesn't really start punching hard until, obviously, they've done all the crit drains and stuff. But then, once they have, yeah, they wail on stuff because of the way MA damage tends to work. But, yeah, you know, it is what it is. Thing is, I don't want to kill all the mini bosses down here, go back and he won't continue the quest because we're too high level. I don't know. Go have a look anyway. See if we get an update on the first one. If we do, then good. If not, then I'll be bouncing back and forth between this tune and the 220 NT, who can just marmalise everything down there very quickly. Which is what we were trying to do to get the visions a bit quicker. Even though, obviously, we're missing out on XP. So, Lacroix... Where is he? He was like ignoring me at first there. Only thing with Lacroix, he does debuff, doesn't he? So I come the wrong way. Oh yeah, I have. Got that weird dead end. Lob strike with a loot, please. Good luck. The corridor dodge. If you don't know about that, yeah. Takes a bit of practice, but you jump on this surface, on one of these, and the mob can't get to you, so it resets the mob. Not looking forward to his debuffs though. So far, so good. I have no idea what I'm doing. Seems I can still pull Atrox in forces. I think it's muscle memories kicking in or something. If he's still managing to do that. Oh yeah, he's got the init debuff on me. He dropped it on my pet as well, yeah. Hateful piece of shit, this one. Oh, we've got the part. Clear that. I think you put it on Savik as well. No. Right, okay, so the next on the hit list, Centimeter. Right, actually, let's... zoom out one more. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How the devil are you? Bye. Let's let him go settle down somewhere. Dr. Anders, welcome to the stream. Oh, he came back. Okay. I don't think he can hit me, can he? I've got 2 ads to contend with now. Maybe just kill these off. Heals, please. I think someone gifted a sub, but I didn't get a notification. Thank you, whoever it was. Yeah, there was a couple of anonymous gift subs. Not last stream, Saturday stream, I think it was. Yeah, cattle farming is the best. I'm trying to avoid doing it if you want the truth. I thought I was stuck with the, you know, the Utto quest where it forces you to farm all the vision containers. And you're like, I just really do not care about them. I don't want them. Leave me alone. You know, that kind of deal. Maybe heal up Carlo a little bit there as well. Right, who would it give us next? Kill Moss or wherever the hell they are. Are they the one? Yeah, actually I need to switch map, but only because the completely zoomed out is easier to... Yeah, alright, okay. And then go back to you, Bitniks. Just double check. Back to the middle corridor and then, yeah. Okay. Nope, someone's got Humanity's forest armor. Yeah, the thing that makes farming the visions the worst is they're just bloody drop rates abysmal. Makes Doja farming in Penumbra look like a breeze. Kill my pet, bar steward. And all that, and just wait for him to turn up again. Seven clicks with a loot, please. Good luck. Yeah, Alex uses so much stuff. Well, yeah, it's a few months because you went off playing WoW or whatever, didn't you? What were the names of the improved cut red tape? Defensive buff, do you mean? No, we got the init debuff. Fabulous. Yeah, improved cut red tape. Very, very useful. Bit of extra add-all there. Okay, where's the next one at? Jun something. He's up by the entrance. Even in Valos. Okay. Is that a bit of a typo? Oh, is that a wall there? We can't get to him that way. Because of the invisible wall of doom. Where can I drop diamond line pistols? You pick up the basic ones from the diamond line soldier. There's an easy way to fix your Froob account. Give me a second. Right, go have the website open on that account, logged in, open a new tab, and paste that into the tab. I'll fix it. It was reliable enough for them to put it on announcements on the official Discord, so... Yeah, I'm not sure who the original player was that actually figured that out, but yeah, thanks to them anyway. Should hand spec 4 in at some point, shouldn't I? It's been sat in my inventory for too long. Right, so that's all the pieces there. We're saved in the garden, so we'll beacon. If this updates the quest and I don't have to farm visions, I'll be very happy. And also slightly annoyed that I started farming visions last time. If that makes sense. Well, annoyed at myself. That it gave me both options, but we'll see. It may turn around and go, meh, and not update and send me to another NPC. We'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll actually work. One who is like the other. Is he going to talk to me? I have your... No, wrong guy. I have what you wanted. Let's try this one. There's a couple of stages in here where you can't skip the massive dialogue. Is it giving me an update? Find Halcyon Creed. Yay, we skipped. Thank Fluff for that. Oh, lordy, lordy. God, I hate that vision container quest. That is just such a pain in the arse. Yeah, if you look on the official Discord forum, they actually put it up there on announcements. A little while ago, actually. But the old register at Funcom site is decommissioned now, so it auto-directs you back to the new site. Someone found another way of kind of making it work with the Secret World site, but it's a bit sketchy anyway. Whereas for something nice and simple like that, that works, so that's what they're going with. Oh, they call me Wolffair. We'll do the teach me, oh, wonderful one. Even though, honestly, not really that bothered. Kill Camarel, kill blah blah blah, kill blah blah blah. Okay. And then the big fun one, which we pre-farmed a long time ago, actually, with the 6 things. I don't know how I'm going to fare at that, because if there's the ads are a bit hit and miss on your level, aren't they? They can be grey and still attack you, and it gets a bit problematic. I do prefer doing the Scheol quest at a higher level. That's for sure. We get to 190 and yay! We can roll Inferno missions solo. And then we've got to think about faction then, pretty soon afterwards. Karma L's, these are the other ones, aren't they? Yeah. Already did the bit from them and handed it in, so. Callan Kurz. The first victim has arrived. Son Len. Your buff accounts are working. Good stuff. There's a player-made buff bot in Newland. 2 of them, in fact. You just say, you walk up to one and say, help. And it'll give you a clickable menu. And it'll buff everything, you know, from through for every class. It's pretty useful. Return to Halcyon Creed. Okay then. Raptor Rabon. Roll Raboon. Welcome. Haven't seen you for a little while. Nice to see you again. Well, yeah, but I mean, if you've got your own independent buff army, you know. I've been using that one for a week or so now. And suddenly everyone's going, oh, when did they introduce this feature? I'm going, it's not a feature, it's player made. Someone has, out of the kindness of their own heart, just gone, there you go. Maybe they got fed up of people coming on the Discord and going, oh my god, why can't I get buffs? Like, well, where have you asked? You know. Oh, mate, we went nuts for at least, like, 3 weeks. And just hating on them about it. They tried to come in and police the chat on Discord as well. That didn't go well for them. They went, that's not a topic of discussion, and they just got absolutely annihilated by the chat. I think they thought they were going to come in and talk to a bunch of teenagers or something, not realising that they were talking to either their peers or older. And yeah, They ended up creating a separate channel and they still got a load of crap, unsurprisingly. Kill Unredeemed Roach. I may need some help for this, I'm not sure. Yeah, I still have to bump log and grab my paid tunes to do the Shadowlands buffs. Which is not that big a hardship. I mean, I've been doing that since day one. Kicked their behinds and took names, we did. But they let them... At first they were just like, it's gone, that's it. You can't have the names, you can't do anything. And then there was such an outpouring from the community that the people that wear arcs decided they would make an in-game guild full of normal, neutral characters and do a lot of the things that Arc did, even without the Arc powers. Obviously, that means they can't spawn aliens and do XP pulses for alien events or a lot of the other stuff they used to do, like play named characters and stuff. But there's a lot of other stuff they used to do that they can still do. So they're sort of working towards that now. Yeah, if you use an agent with FP, yeah. Denied. You do not jump high enough. Yeah, exactly. Moser is a bit too old to be told what to do. Yeah. I think they figured that out. But it's a change in some of the labour laws, apparently. You can't have volunteers being paid with company credit. So let's say you work at a supermarket for free, but they pay you with a tin of beans a week. That's illegal now. So that still applies in a legal sense to to having a free account from Funcom to use as an ARC and volunteer and do, in-game stuff. Even though they weren't really doing Funcom's job for them at that point. Like, they took away the answering petitions and whatnot. But then across the whole company, they decided, we're not going to carry on with it or whatever. The way they did it, though, with just like a post on the forums, was kind of crap. Yeah, I may need some help for this. These are tougher than they look mobs. I'm already debuffed as well. From a grey mob. Oh, the horror. Yeah, I think I'm going to need help, I don't think you can survive it solo. Not yet. There's no point attacking them. They're not going to change what they've said or what they've done. So all that will do is just push the game further and further towards the edge, It's not going to help. They can't not follow the law. Can't afford it. Where am I? I'm in Scheol Unread Temple. If you remember how to get there. I'm just thinking of all the ads that spawn for this. Might be a bit much for this character. Once you're high level, it's fine because they don't attack. They just stand there like... But even if they're grey with, OP debuffs and stuff, it can, you can get into problems pretty quick. You saw where I was, didn't you? show you again. So if you go to Scheol, there's the porthole. You just run across, run through the first room into the second room, bear right, go up the little stairs, carry on, take the door on the right, and it'll bring you into this room. I have to talk to him, otherwise he's just going to despawn on me. Is this one of yours? Right, hang on. Can't trade from bags anymore, so... You're on your way. Well, someone's already here, but yeah, come anyway. Screw it. Let's annihilate them. Who's Astarza? Who's that from the chat? Alright, so we want 6 of these damn things. You can't trade from a bag nice and easy like that. You've got to put it in your inventory. Thanks, dupers. This was their attempt at fixing something they were doing. Loomis whistles. Ooh, ICC, planet-wide announcement. Rude Dude has been awarded the highest honorary rank for outstanding dedication to the defense of Romikaro. Yeah, they're aggroing right away. Let's kill Mr. Miller. You feel the core of your being shift as this room makes source for a divine presence. Ragento has reached enlightenment. Congratulations. Yeah, it's the ads I'm kind of worried about. These monkeys. Right, somewhere in there is Unredeemed Roach. Who is green. To me, anyway. Almost there. Pull up, Biggs, you can't make that run. Yeah, I thought it was debuff. Slowly I'm casting. It's all these mother fluffers. Will Mihalik make it to the room? After asking him, inviting him, and then... The trouble is, if you leave the first guy too long, he despawns. And then you've got to wait for the first guy to respawn again, so I had to go. Got it! Got it! Run away, that is a shit ton of ads. I see Mihalik has a run out now. I have lots of ads. Hey, Mahalik! Good luck, have fun. Thanks. If that was Kalumas, thank you very much. There's a real tune, everyone. C20 Engie. Full alphas, of course. All the toys. Yep. DV Special Ops helm. Nice. Add damage ring. Bracer number 3. Yep. All other toys. Awakened Paragon. Nice. Alright, back to Halcyon Creed, and then the rest of this is pretty much easy. That's the hardest part of the whole quest. Mainly because the ads aggro like hell. Even when you're as high level as, well, almost 190, you know. You'd think, well, the grey trash mobs should leave me alone. Nope. And they hit harder than you expect them to, for sure. You're thinking, yeah, they're only grey trash. But no. Tougher than they look. Especially when there's that many of them. I mean, maybe they only hit you 1 in 5 times, but when there's 20, you're just constantly getting hit. Your keeper is 187. Wow, they've leveled quick. Why do I have this many characters with this many buttons with this many buffs? Because Anarchy Online, my dude. Because it is a complex game. With lots and lots of customization. There'll be all your perk attacks, your buffs, all sorts on there. Hot swappable items, taunt device. Yeah, there'll just be lots and lots of stuff. It is done. Yeah, well, you're going to have trimmers and crafting tools and all sorts, aren't you? Here we go, 189. There we go, so who are we on to now? One whose words are jumbled, okay. I think this is the ancient machines, isn't it? Yeah, next month they're bringing in a blanket 20 mile an hour in built-up areas instead of 30. It's just going to end in tears, that is. They go, oh, it's only a little bit slower. No, it's not. Every journey will take half as long again as it used to in those zones. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, 20 mile an hour around schools and you know, housing estates and stuff like that. Yeah, sure. Everywhere, though? Come on. It's lunacy. And it won't lower pollution at all. That's a statement by someone that doesn't know how engines work. You go at 20 mile an hour, you're in a much lower gear. So you're burning a lot more fuel to move the same distance. It's complete bullshit, basically. Sorry, but it is. You can have cyclists overtaking cars people getting wound up about... The whole thing's going to be a disaster. A big one. Find the first machine. Where is it? Where's the guide? I think we need the guide. So we go to the right ones. Shadowlands, there we go. Quest guides. Rubber banding, something I haven't seen in a while. Oh yeah. There's still plenty of that here. Correct order. Upper Scheol, number 1. Waypoint. I've only got so many minutes for each of these, I think. 9 minutes each, yeah. So first time through, you know, you can proper mess this up. Okay. Second one. If you know exactly where you're going with a waypoint marker, yeah, it's a lot easier. You can easily run it in 9 minutes, even at lower levels. And it's not 9 minutes for all 3, it's 9 minutes between each one. And there he is. Yeah, I'll show you the monitor I got. Give me a sec. Absolute bargain. 400. Incredibly cheap for what it is. It does say 175, but it's 165. There's an overclock, but I've just never bothered. 165 is enough frames. So 32-inch display like the other one. IPS, but it's QLED, so it's so much better. Also HDR 600, which is not as high as a TV, but grey to grey is 1 millisecond on it, and half a millisecond response. It's it's FreeSync Pro, which is G-Sync compatible. Height, tilt, swivel, and then the color depth is just like amazing. And I was actually quite prepared to pay at the time it was like nearly 700, and I was like kind of prepared to pay that. There you go. And then they dropped the price to that, and I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? Hello. Because I got a big, I got a tax rebate. If I'd have got it the same week that I got the graphics card, I might have been tempted enough to get the 4090, but 4080 is enough. And even a waypoint marker back to the NPC if you can't find him. I usually end up running to the wrong one. Why not a 4K monitor, some of you are wondering? Well, the thing with 1440p at 32 inch is you can't see pixels at all. And you've got a gloriously good image and everything else at 2K, and you're putting a lot less strain on your system to get high frame rates. So the overall experience is just a lot better. Oh yeah, let's get the cheat sheet for the answers. And want to do lecture the Zan on living matter, then you'll yeah, picture of his son. There we go. Give me the splurge. And there's no way I could demonstrate the difference between an IPS QLED monitor and a regular monitor on a stream, because you can only see what the screen you're looking at is capable of doing. But I can tell you when you're actually in front of it, oh my god, it's great. And one who will always listen. Right, it's stories time. Run to the 3 storytellers. Right, there we go. So we go off and we find all the various storytellers. But before we do, I'm going to make another drink. You go. I'll put you on intermission. So there you go. State my hair. Beard needs tidying. I'm a mess. Ugh, never mind. I'll be back. And we're back. Right, let's return to the live screen. Yes, indeed. Right, let's go to the first storyteller. And this is just a sort of run around type quest, really, isn't it? Run from one NPC to the next, then use the cheat sheet at the end to give all the right answers, because you haven't actually listened to any of the stories. Or, more accurately, read any of the stories. I forgot my Enforcer is legit using a steel support beam as a weapon. It's a very cool weapon, actually. I want to increase my run speed, however. Nope. Capped at the moment. Level capped. Kaboom. Random ground shake from somewhere. There's only one rule for Enfos: thou shalt not speak ill of the mighty support beams. 220 told me that lesson. Okay. Right, NPC number 1. Listen to the story, except we won't. You almost wish you could just spam the spacebar to get through it quicker, like a lot of modern games do. I 've 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 ' There's one hand blunt maybe. Oh, when you could use one hand blunt and piercing perks together, yeah. Yeah, you could use both perk lines simultaneously, but they said it was overpowered and then switched, so if you used one, it blocked the other. Kind of nerfed it that way. When you could use both, it was very powerful. So I had all the perk attacks from both at the same time, and then they made it, whichever one you use first will block the other line. Which was kind of like, you know, it's like, but that was fun, why you do this, you know. And for once it's not actually gloomy in Scheol, my god. What is going on? It almost always is. One of my pet peeves about this area is they designed a fascinating landscape and then terrible lighting for it. Which makes it dreary and kind of gloomy looking. Forgot about my 220 agent. You got a 220 everything though, haven't you? Sean Ramsey. Right, and the last one. Seemingly my trade is only 218. I have a 218 dock, but it's on another account. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you were working on them. I haven't reactivated that yet. Fair enough. They're probably two characters you were working on for something. I don't know. As a complete guess, you know, I mean, I don't know. Remember I was leveling them at the same time. Oh, sort of dual logged or something. Would make sense, yeah. Make the leveling of the dock a lot faster, wouldn't it? Trader was made for subway and dock, because dock. Well, yeah. Docks are great, but yeah, the leveling is a little slow. Well, it can be. Right, final story, and then we return to the Yutto and check the sheet. Right, back to the NPC. Trying to remember if we did Dark Ruins on this character yet. I think we did. I'm not sure though. Made so many characters over the last 3 years. It's getting difficult to remember what I've done on them all. I think a few of them have, I think 3 have still not done a lapper yet. So I need to get that done. Keeper has 67 billion for some reason. Okay. Listen to all 3 now. There's my cheat sheet. Right, okay. We can answer your questions. So the first answer is Sean Ramsey. Okay, the king. A log. Her husband. 20. Then 3. Sling. There we go. More XP. Now, a lot of the Scheol ones, if you say, no, I don't want to hear the story, I just want to skip and carry on, it stops letting you carry on with the quest, and you're like, oh. And you've got to go back and restart the dialogue. Come on, next. I think the next bit is, let's have a look. Full of compassion and the doggos, or shimmerers, or whatever they are. Oh my god, not funny. Rubber banded so hard right into mobs and get killed. That's not fun at all. That doesn't sound like a fun time for anybody. Inflation in AO is completely normal and sensible. I remember during COVID lockdowns I was selling POH runs for 8 billion or 1 grace. That's 1,875 inflation over 3 years. Yeah, it's kind of out of control, isn't it? Some of the most insane suggestions I've heard is, well, I would just, you know, just delete all the credits in the game. I'm like, no. You just, all the veterans will go, goodbye then. You know, and the exploiters will go, yay, we're the richest people on the server, and dictate prices anyway, because they'll just make more creds artificially. So there you go. Some, you know, quite often the simplest solution is not the correct one. I hate that term. Oh, the simplest solution is usually the right one. Well, no, it's not. Sometimes, yes, it is, but quite often it's not, because it's overly simple and you've overlooked the other effects the solution would have. So it does bear to think a bit harder about these things. Right, this one gives me a note to take to his girlfriend or something. There we go. So we give her the Shimmerer Tooth. And then go rescue 3 or 4 of them. I can't remember how many. What's really fun, if you do this at low level, these guys are like 110. So if you're trying to do this at level 100 or something, all these things here are aggroing you anyway. You get to the ones you want to save and all the others are still aggroing you. You're like, but I'm saving your friends. We've lost game music. It's died. There you go. It should come back now. Oh, looks like other people are doing the quest. The colour, oh my god, it's so give over. There's a legit economic stabilising mechanism used in real life to stabilise hyperinflation. That one, chop off 2 3 zeros from the end, so hundreds become 1, thousands become implement stable. Yeah, but you see, it's not a real economy. You can't leave a real economy. You can leave a game. Right, we're off. I mean, when there's economic crashes, there's also very high incidence of suicide, which is the same people, you know, leaving the boat, basically. Eastern Bloc, yeah, they had to. They had to. Hey there, little fella. I hate that you can only do one at a time. Like, can't we do, like... I think I better follow this one back, otherwise I'm not going to know which one is which, am I? Better to make worthwhile creds sinks, that way. Yeah, no drop item yarn upgrades, yeah. Yeah, but the great equalizer is if you can buy a grace, then everybody's rich. But nobody's rich, you know? It is hard to make worthwhile credit sinks, yeah. I mean, the attempts Funcom has made at balancing the economy have been pretty weak. Putting a 4 billion cred limit on the GMI, I mean, that did nothing for the economy. It just made people kind of like mildly annoyed, you know. Because it meant, oh, well, now we're going to have to sit here for an hour swapping all these creds around. It did absolutely nothing to stop inflation or reduce costs or anything. when there's so many here, it's a bit quicker, in actual fact. Let's go get another. That's the one we actually rescued. Yeah, but we run faster than it. It is only, after all, a sickly shimmerer. Why would it go as quickly as we do? Made things inconvenient, didn't do anything. Yeah, of course, yeah. People just stacked the credits into buy orders, yeah. Exactly. It fixed absolutely nothing. And I don't think removing the zeros thing would work in AO. I mean, you've had many countries where inflation went out of control, like in Africa, you know, they had $1 million notes and people were using them to buy bread. You know, it's just... Yay, 190, finally! Still won't be able to put any IP into base abilities. There's a title locked. Till 201, I think. And casting, oh yes. Exploring, oh hell yes. Combat and healing, da. Train repair, yep. Right, let's go hand that note in. Yeah, Germany in certain periods in history had really mad inflation. Sleepy Bears, subscribed at tier 1. Thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated. Where's the mission? No, I haven't got it. I'm a doofus. Only does it if you stop making more money. Yeah. Well, they keep saying they're trying to prevent it, but people are still managing to do it, so what can you do? Yes, I lost the animal status list because I'm an idiot, but never mind. Right, now I've got the note. Okay. And a new mission. Close the dialogue box too quickly. Right, new perk. You go Soothing Spirits. For a bit better healing again from the pet. Go on then. Inflation is simply a disbalance. Yeah, it's people having too much greed, which is why we have it now. The UK gets less than 4% of its energy products from the Ukraine or Russia or anywhere like that. Most of it is basically domestic. We sell most of the natural gas and oil that we have to other countries who then sell it back to us at more money. And the reason it's like this is because the people in charge are just a massive bunch of something beginning with C. I mean, criminal is the obvious one. They're like a mafia. You know, they don't care about the country. They don't care about running it into the ground. They don't care about any hardship anybody's feeling or anything. People are still gullible enough to vote for them. Because they're also in the cabal with the press, barons, etc. You know, the nut jobs like Murdoch and stuff, whose own son disowned him and refused to, you know, carry on working for the company. Zadia says hi. She called you video game Santa, yes. Have you been naughty or nice, Zadia? Hey Carlos, I just wanted to let you know how grateful I am for your awesome streams and the positive chill vibe you bring. Even though I watch you mostly on YouTube, your content's always brightens my day. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you to say so. I appreciate that. Thank you. Right, we've got a zone to the other end. To the gloom and doom. No, it's doom and gloom, isn't it? The phrase. The doom and the gloom and doom, doom and gloom of Lower Scheol. It's good to see high-level subway still running because you got condemned bulwarks dropped. Nice. Such a good man. Such a good piece of armor. She's been the nicest kind of naughty. I'm expecting it to wear off once the novelty wife wears off. Oh, it never wears off, friend. That's your life now. Enjoy it. The world scale problem is we're paying more for beer. And feel, yeah, 2/3 of the cost of beer in the UK is tax. We got you coming and going. We got you coming and going. What we need is a general election with a large Labour and Liberal government majority. They'll vote in proportional representation and then we'll forever have a hung but representational parliament from then on. And it'll keep the wannabe elite out of control. They'll lose political control of the country. Which is why they'll go on the war. I mean, it would have happened with Corbyn, but they went on the warpath. Brought off anything and everything from his past. Anything they could use to sort of defame him or anything and all. And, you know, the worst thing the guy does is like collects photographs and etchings of manhole covers and runs an allotment in his spare time. But they're like, oh, he was a IRA sympathiser. No, he helped negotiate peace in Northern Ireland, which they nearly broke again with this Brexit bullshit. Which now everybody's realised, even the people that voted for it have realised, no, that was a shit idea, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. And want rid of it now. Want to rejoin. And the trouble is, the rest of the EU is not going to give us the same, you know, luxurious deal that we used to have, because when Britain did join, they needed us to join. Now they don't. So we'll never get all the gratuities and luxuries that, as a country, we had previously. And all that so they could carry on hiding their money in the Cayman Islands. Unbelievable. Yeah, I used to have veto. Yeah, and we never had to. The bullshit was, oh, they're all unelected officials making decisions about our country, and it's like, no, they're not. Well, they kept telling that lie and people believed it. It's like, they're all elected. What are you talking about? Ones we send have to be elected, etc., and everybody else's have to be elected, and we don't have to do, you know, we only have to conform on certain things, not everything. And most of the rules were the ones we wanted anyway. The whole thing was because of Article 21. Which meant you had to declare the money you had stashed in offshore companies, which is where the very wealthy were hiding their money so they didn't pay tax on it. And they didn't want that. So in 2012, Cameron went to the EU and said, we don't want to sign off on this. And they said, well, this isn't a negotiation, you know, you can't negotiate this one. you know, if you want to remain in the EU, you'll have to do it. Then suddenly we're having Brexits happening. Nexus. Well, I found him. Right, next one is Levos. Sifnos. Calamay, yeah, that's that weird one on the funny island I usually fluff up. Not gonna lie, at least here in Spain, people absolutely unamused about Brexit. Before they kind of used to look up to the UK. Now it's considered to be a complete unserious country, and there's also the issue of British retirees, second home owners whining for exceptions. Oh yeah, they deserve all the criticism they get. Right, Mykonos. Now for this one, I think we have to go down this one, I think. Come on, I'm on him. And then Poros at the very end. Yeah, and that's it. A lot of the people that live in Europe, for whatever reason, feel that they're entitled to some sort of special treatment and benefit. It is quite comical. Even though they want to collect their British pension in a EU country, and they want all the privileges they used to have before, even though they voted to take the UK out. It's just unbelievable. Completely, just what planet are you on? This is always one of the coolest things the first time you see it. You realise there's nothing under it with this broken ground landscape. It's kind of awesome. And yet we only get to see it when we go do the quest. Well, I mean, you can go down there anytime you want, but there's no other reason to go down unless you're killing those named mobs down there. Yeah, there's millions of businesses registered to safety deposit boxes at company's house for tax purposes that don't do anything in the UK. The whole thing is just a massive... It's like the mafia or something. It's just terrible. I hate Scheol so much, I think I only see that spot on your streams. Have you not done the quests? Is that why your Engie pet is too big? And the whole, taking control of our borders. We always had control of them. We didn't have to accept anybody into the country we didn't want to. We've always had that right. Everybody in the EU has that right. They just preyed on xenophobia, racism, Little Englanders, the usual. There's just too many of them. But the thing is, most of the generation that voted for Brexit aren't around anymore. There's something else they don't seem to realise, you know. And the people that voted for them in the last election, a lot of them are not around anymore. I mean, I can't expect any other country to take us seriously when we put a complete moron like Liz Truss in the most powerful job in the country. And you could tell just, you know, listen to her for like 20 seconds and you realise she's a complete numpty. She's like below average intelligence, clearly. And yet, you know, that party went and voted for her and put her in charge for a week. And she did more damage to the economy in that week than, you know, anyone else had done in the last 50 years. It was unbelievable. Yeah, and she says, I'm offended by that. Well, so what, sweetheart? After what you did, you know, you take your punches after what you did. Brianna Carl, it's worse. The guy can be re-elected after being charged and judged as doing a felony. Well, I didn't think that was the law. I thought if you're a felon, that was it. You were out of the running. My prediction still is they die in prison. If you're talking about the same person, that is my prediction. That was my prediction in 2016 as well. Because I looked back over their history and went, nah, they're going to die in prison, this one. Vanguard 4 and the big fight with the red angry tree. And then I think the quest reward is like a really terrible weapon or something. Yeah, Liz Truss being again versus the lettuce. Yeah, pretty much. And then the guy they brought in, everyone went, oh, well, he seems more sensible. Yeah, he's clever. Really clever. A month before he signed a deal to open new oil fields that nobody wants in order to sell our oil to other countries so they can sell it back to us at a profit, did 1.5 billion UK pounds, so like 2 billion, I guess, dollar deal through his wife's company with BP. Fishy Rishi. Is it still... that lettuce is probably in better shape than she is now. She released a book, didn't she? You know, obviously written by a writer, not by her. She wrote a book, it'd be See Spot Run. It wouldn't be far off. Out of the blue, and then wanted to bring a defamation case against her old high school because they said, you're too stupid to amount to anything, and she became Prime Minister and said, there, I've proved it, and then actually turned around and proved them right in a week when she got sacked. Well, she wasn't sacked. She resigned. She got sacked. I think the real string pullers put her in charge because they thought, right, they because they don't want to be they don't want the fame and the glory at all. No, they want to pull the strings from the oaked panelled leather chaired boardrooms and brandy and cigars. They're not interested in that kind of thing. So they put someone who is easy to manipulate in charge. That's why we ended up with her, is my sort of thing. Pretty sure, anyway. That just proves that anyone can become Prime Minister. Well, no. Anyone can be made Prime Minister by their own party. Or made leader of that party by that party. Being elected? That's different. Because she wasn't elected by the British public. And neither is this one. The last one to actually be elected was that idiot Boris. You know, he's another one that hides behind the clownish kind of behaviour, but actually is, you know, he's in it for himself and nothing else. How many times is it going to come back to life, or am I going to die? Great. I'm gonna die here. I just know it. God, this thing hits too hard. My heal pack can't keep up. Heal me! Oh, I can't use those first aids. That's useful. Yeah, it resurrects, doesn't it? I don't know if this debuff stops that nuke, but I'm trying my damnedest to keep it running on him. And there we go. It's the first time. Goes back to full health, the bar steward. No, he wasn't the worst of them, but they're a pretty bad bunch to begin with. So, you know, not being the worst of some of the worst people in Britain. There's no great claim there. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, that fight is a nightmare. Especially when it complete heals on you. Return to Vanward 4. I will. Yeah, I think I stopped it nuking with this. It is a nano. It does give him a nano skill debuff. Not a big one, but it does. Yeah, they didn't making the argument. This isn't the worst shit I've eaten. It doesn't make it not shit. Yeah, exactly. This isn't the worst dog poop I've ever eaten. It's still dog poop. Her father was a renowned mathematician. Yeah, but his mother was a nurse and quite left-leaning. Oh, she wanted to get rid of the royal family. She was a liberal at first. She's just corrupt. So, you know. Oh, it's a nano. What is it? Improved glacial lance. Oof. Okay. We'll give that a go. Well, intelligence isn't entirely genetic. Although you're more likely to have I mean, if they had 3 children, you know, 2 could be smart and she's just the idiot child, you know. I mean, the damage she did to the British economy in less than a week is just unbelievable. And she's so gullible, she was manipulated into it by the people that made a killing out of it at a party. And we know where the party was. Nothing's been done about her or happened to her. There we go. We have completed the Scheol quest. We've now got a new nuke to play with as well. But we're coming up on 10 o'clock, which is kind of cut-off time, because as I say, I am up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So yeah, let's return to Romikaro. And just like that, my shield, I didn't even check how long I had left on that shield before I went into that fight at the end. Yeah, intelligence is also realizing your own shortcomings. That's also experience. It's a bit more complicated like that. Like, her father might have been a brilliant mathematician, okay, but he might have been completely stupid at anything mechanical, social graces or whatever, you know. Intelligence quite often in people is like there's general intelligence, but it's not a flat line. It's like they're really good at this, not very good at that, good at this, good at that, and occasionally you'll get someone who's a savant and they're exceptionally good at this but pretty terrible at some other things. It sort of seems to balance itself out. I think she's probably like she might be very gifted at math, but is complete moron at everything else, including realizing when she's being manipulated, you know. So wouldn't want my father. Well, being a pure mathematician doesn't mean you understand what's going on with taxes and how to file them, and you know, I mean, you've probably got a better chance than most people, but someone that's trained at taxes and stuff, yeah, that's different. Heavy note and tank is on, even though it's kind of hidden. There you go. That's nice. Right, I'm going to log to the tune that can. And we're going to draw for the grace. Like, you've got a colossal talent like Steve Vai, and you would think, and his wife was a bass player, a successful bass player in a band as well, and you would think, oh, their children must be really musical, but actually neither of them plays any particular instrument, doesn't excel in the same way, you know. So it's not always just passed on. Certain traits are, certainly, but not always, and not all of them. You know, some you can have gene expression is very complex and we don't fully understand it, but you can come out and look almost identical and be very similar to your great grandparent, you know, rather than your direct parent. All right, yes, it's coming to last call for the Grace raffle. So if you're all in at the end here, now is the time. It seems going to be your last chance. Hopefully it's someone that is on the stream and we can get this done tonight. If not, we can do it tomorrow. I will let them know. Right, I'm going to type it in. Both my parents are lawyers. I studied geology, worked hard as a teacher for years. Now I work at HR in a law firm. Sometimes there's no escape in the family business. My grandfather was an engineer. My father was a businessman. And I did do retail for a number of years. Now I don't. A lot of that was circumstantial of where I lived as well, you know, that, and if you can do retail, it's an easy thing to fall into. Especially if you're any good at it, you know. Right, is that it? Has everybody entered who wanted to enter? Is that your last chance now? So if you want a chance to win an in-game grace, I will sell it to you for 1 credit on GMI. Just joking though, I had one particular lawyer trainee that was awful though, right? Right, everybody, here we go. Here comes the draw. Romikaro was drawn. Follow status unavailable. Okay. Are they in the chat? They are not. I can't see them anyway. I'm just looking at the chat list. I don't remember seeing them in the chat, to be honest. There must have been to enter, so. Right, well, I'll send them a tell. So, Romikaro, okay. Okay, it's got to be them. There we go. We've sent the tell. Can't do much more than that. So if they show up tomorrow, all good. Right, okay, so we're not doing the grace tonight then, apparently. I'm a risk IT specialist. This young lawyer was explaining to me how risk works. Oh, yes, okay. There's very different definitions between legal and actual. Quite different. Right, okay, so thank you all for coming along. Is anybody else streaming Anarchy online? Let's have a quick look. Well, there's me and the Romikaro live feed. Oh well. Pathetic Wolf. Oh, let's go raid Pathetic Wolf, because he raided me last time. So we'll go raid him back.
Okay. You know,
I'm going to just mute you a bit there. It's not my stream. Right, okay.
Sorry for swearing really loud then as well.
Raiding Pathetic Wolf, everyone. Go say hi. He's a really great streamer, and he raided me last week as well, so all's fair.
I couldn't get into the TV series. I tried.
He's playing Fallout 4, probably very heavily modded, I would imagine. 11-hour stream, wow. Okay then. Is that all aboard who want to go aboard? Good stuff. And I will see you all tomorrow for more shenanigans. Thank you all for coming along. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for chatting away to me. It's always fun. And I will see you all in the next one. Okay, folks? Bye for now.